This is for the WBC title. Give me a good, clean fight. Obey my commands and protect yourselves at all times. Press gloves, good luck.
Final instructions from John Shorley. 12-round schedule. Erik Morales for the first time fighting at 134, 135 pounds. Weigh in, as Rich was telling us.
I never thought I'd see Erik Morales this big.
No.
To say the truth, following his career.
I have seen some weigh-ins where Erik Morales looked like the Walking Dead on the day before at the weigh-in.
That's true, because his
walked
height.
up those steps, having dried out and starved himself to make weight. I'm sure he appreciates this kind of weight much better.
Anybody would.
And here we
scheduled
go.
for 12. Here we go. Erik going with the all-white with a couple of advertisements on his trunks. Raheem is in the red trunks with the gold sparkles.
With jewelry embedded.
Yes, embedded precious stones.
And check out the shoes, guys.
Yeah, they're lovely.
Befitting of a king.
Yeah, it looks like something you'd wear on a magic carpet, were you so inclined. Erik Morales is always patient. Two seasoned fighters. But you know, you get Erik riled up, you'll see some fireworks. He has a tendency to get riled up at times.
Oh yeah, you pressure him and he'll answer back with a flurry.
There you're seeing the good, quick jab of Zahir Raheem, one of his main weapons. He depends on it a lot. He's a fine boxer, and for him, you see there, he doubles up on it, body and head. He'll throw it 2-3 times in a row. It's quick and it's stinging.
Hasn't been really any feuding between these two, nothing but professional respect amongst them. I was impressed with Raheem in that respect. I'm seeing less and less of the jawing we used to see between fighters these days.
Except for Floyd Mayweather, that seems to be kind of course, James Toney always.
Well,
James can't help himself. That's who he is. Raheem digging the left hand to the body there a little bit.
He's doubling up with the left. That time he used a hook and a jab.
Morales does a good right hand from Raheem.
Counter by Raheem.
And the question will be, will Erik look a little slow at this weight? Right now he looks slow compared to the great speed of hand of Zahir Raheem.
I got you.
Now Erik will start doubling up on the jabs usually, and he loves to jab to the head, jab to the body, and come over with a right. But with a faster fighter, you wonder if he needs to pick it up earlier than he normally would.
Hey, Raheem's got some pop with that right hand too.
Well, let me tell you, he's major quick, man.
He's slick. Erik mixing it up now, pressing forward.
But Raheem doesn't want to do that, or he shouldn't want to, and he shouldn't get lured into that. He's doing fine with what he's doing, which is jab and move.
You know, Philadelphia fighters usually known for their toughness, but there's a lot of fast guys coming out of there. Mildred Taylor's got to be one of the fastest fighters I think I've seen.
Raheem is one of those excellent boxers, one of those excellent defensive fighters who doesn't move around a lot. He stands right in front of you and makes you miss.
That's a special talent when you can do that.
Much like James Toney, who you mentioned earlier.
Digging body shots at the end of that very cautious round.
Very good round, I thought, for Zahir Raheem.
No, we don't need that bucket. We don't need that bucket.
They don't need no stinking bucket.
El volado de derecha le entró. Cruza con los amarres. Trabaja mejor la distancia. No lo dejes en corto. Okay?
You have to cut off the ring. You need to be a little bit busier inside and watch the counter
Con la
right.
misma de agua. Con la misma. Con esa fue.
So you work hard for this. This is gonna nice.
I got it, baby.
This is gonna nice.
You got that round. There's your round, baby.
That jab. Move.
Seconds out.
Well, there you
Raheem
go.
feeling confident.
He's got
in
it.
the corner. He's got it, baby.
There's no problem.
What he doesn't want to do too much is stand in front of Morales and not do anything. And jab, maybe move off to the side a little bit, as he did right there. And again, he's got a great jab, and Morales is going to have to figure out how to deal with that jab.
There it is. as you speak, tripled up on it. Of the fighters he's seen lately, as in Morales, there weren't a lot of them through jabs.
No, he knows how to deal with speed.
Hernandez,
as
Chavez, you know, Pacquiao.
Those fighter styles, which stand right in front of you and in your face, benefit Morales's.
Exactly. He's countering now. Trying to take some steam out of those jabs he's been seeing. Erik's picked it up in round 2 here a little bit. Doesn't take him long to figure out what he thinks he wants to do. Raheem getting down low.
With a looping right hand.
Yeah. I've seen Mayweather squat down like that on occasion. Round 2 scheduled for 12 from Staples Center. Erik Morales in a supposed tune-up fight on the card. Manny Pacquiao for a rematch, perhaps in January. Right hand for Morales. Coming back is Raheem, pouring on the pressure.
Well, that was interesting. Raheem decided to slug with him after he got popped.
Let's hope he continues to slug with them.
Here we go. Left hand gets in there for Morales.
Turning into an exciting round here.
Yes, it is. Coming up on 1 minute left in round 2. Lead right from Raheem.
That quickness is really something. And Morales is not finding it easy to deal with that quickness.
No.
But that right hand that Morales put on Raheem, probably the hardest punch he's taken as a pro. He's never faced a puncher like Morales before. Woo.
I saw that coming. Raheem is full of energy. It needs to be channeled.
This thing is starting to turn into a fight, though, but that probably will work more to Morales' advantage.
Absolutely. That's what he likes.
So maybe it is part of his game plan that he lets him build a little confidence so he can stand there and slug with him eventually.
If he lands one of those uppercuts, it won't be long if he has to stand there. I like to see fighters throw uppercuts.
Oh, that's a beautiful punch. He caught Jesus Chavez with a beautiful uppercut in there when they fought a couple of times.
Into round 2, round 3. No real pattern has developed in what we're seeing here.
The style of Raheem and the game plan is very much in place. Mox, throw the jab. Throw the jab, and when he hits you, try to hit him back with 2 or 3, 4 punches if you can. Quick combination.
Don House wanted him to use that jab to keep Morales off of him, which I think he can do, as quick as it is.
I'm curious to see his stamina because Raheem has made quick work of most of his fights, averaging only 5 rounds per fight. So later down the stretch, it could get really interesting for him.
Also could get interesting for Morales, carrying more weight than he's ever carried into the ring.
That's a good point.
That could be really interesting because he's got about $4 million waiting for him to fight Manny Pacquiao if he wins this fight.
Well, that's a good incentive.
Break. Step back. Turn around.
Round 3 of 12. There's that peppering jab. Sometimes you can see Morales working and working to find the range, and when he gets there, he gets comfortable and knows what he's doing. He's got as tough a chin as anybody in the business.
Yes, he does. Raheem being successful with that right hand. And I'm wondering why he's not throwing it a little more often after his double jabs.
Now they're getting into
Nice
it a little bit.
toe-to-toe action.
Yeah, Raheem flurries a little bit there.
I keep waiting for the time that getting into those little slugging exchanges is going to cost Raheem. It hasn't yet. He seems confident enough in his quickness to think that he's going to land the quicker blows and get there first.
That was a nice left hook by Raheem.
I think he's enjoying a very good round, and I think Erik Morales looks sluggish tonight.
Stop.
He does, Rich, and that's one of the things I mentioned earlier. We don't know which Morales shows up often.
Trying to cut off the ring a little bit. Raheem dropping the left hand down and firing that jab from the hip almost. And Morales is really on his game. Would be all over that. Final seconds of round 3. Morales in his son's ear. Miguel Diaz speaking in that corner too. Round 4, scheduled for 12. As we said, Raheem wants it nice and quiet in this building. Throw his jabs, work his combinations, stay out of harm's way.
Now Morales is voluntarily backing up here. So he's looking to try to get Raheem to come to him a little bit.
And that is not a typical Morales fight.
Like, well, he just tagged him. See, Raheem started to pick it up there, and Morales tagged him with a nice little jab. But he's looking to lure him into a trap.
Well, there's not a lot being done.
No, because Raheem's not cooperating with his plan.
How dare he?
Well, he tried cutting off the ring, and all he got was flurries out of Raheem and scoring points. That's what he wants. See, just like a cobra coming uncoiled. Come on in here. It's nice.
There's that nice uppercut.
He shook Raheem a little bit with that shot.
Yep. Body shot.
Well, seemed to wake up a little in this round.
Whoa, there's the jab. He's got a jab. Raheem's got a nice one.
Yeah, you can't be a boxer and just have a light jab. You know, he's not really known as a tremendous puncher, Raheem, so he's got to make that jab sting, and that's what it does.
He's throwing him 2, 3, 4 at a time.
That's right, he rarely throws just one.
Left hand from Morales.
And Morales, such a savvy veteran, it'll take a few rounds, but he usually figures most of his fighters out and is able to counter effectively.
Well, he finds out how effective their punching is, what to be wary of.
And he may well do it, but if this is looking like this in round 7 or 8, then you're going to have a lot of Mexican fans very, very worried here at Staples Center.
Yeah, but just switch quickly to plan B.
With a couple of times that he got Raheem to come into his little web there, Raheem got tagged. There's the holding.
Morales not pressuring him and going to the body the way his corner wanted to. His corner wanted him to focus entirely on Raheem's body. Hasn't been the case so far.
Judges went on that with that one big shot of Morales, or the more consistent work of Raheem in that round.
It's been a difficult one to score. And that's the last place you really want to put your fate, is the hand of those judges. If you can take care of business in the ring, it's better. Because Morales twice in his career has only 2 losses. Very bitter, disputed losses to Barrera. Not liking what the judges decided. Round 5. Raheem looking pretty good coming out here with his quickness.
Tell you what, Raheem was prepared and came to fight.
This is, well, they said it in his corner. We waited a long time. This is it for him. This is the moment.
A beautiful right counter by Raheem.
A tremendous shot, and Morales cooperated by walking into it.
See Raheem's confidence gaining as he's fighting his type of fight.
Morales needs to listen to his corner and slow this pace down a little and start going to his body.
I think that right hand might be there a little bit more for Zahir, because his left jab is established. Boy, I tell you, the quickness of Raheem is definitely making itself known here.
If he keeps this up, Morales is going to have a hard time catching it. I mean, just catching up with it. The right hand just missed out of the corner. That's a right-handed stagger, Morales. Morales is staggered.
And that might have waken him up. He looked hurt, but he might be awake now.
Raheem made a mistake there. He thought he was going down, and he backed off. He gave Morales time to collect himself. Oh, that was a tremendous shot, and I mean, Morales was really shaken by that, but Raheem backed off.
He surprised himself, I think, Rich.
That was a clean, hard shot.
And all of a sudden, this fight has gotten really interesting, guys. Nice, classy move by Morales. Not hitting.
Erik's mother just left the arena.
Raheem's having trouble with his footing in the ring.
Well, well, well.
We've got a fight here.
Got a story brewing here.
Only time I can ever remember Morales being down was in the first fight with Marco Antonio Barrera, and that was a disputed knockdown. Morales says, come on, but Morales is getting beat right now.
Getting the crowd behind him.
Yep, saying, come on, come on.
It sounded to me like he said it in English, too.
He did say it in English.
His English is better than we think.
Raheem should just keep doing what he's been doing.
Because Morales, of course, still dangerous. He lures him to a slugfest.
Should have run right into his face.
I really think he shocked himself.
He's trying to remain composed, and that's just a little bit too much composure.
And he tries to go out and
Round
touch
6.
gloves.
Let's see how Morales reacts. His father gave him a real butt chewing over there in the corner.
Let's see if it's a wake-up call.
He's going to have to just try to cut off the ring, I guess. He's giving away that come-to-me stance.
And he's come to fight here.
Again, whatever shoes that Raheem has on are just not working for him in the ring there.
Well, that's a shame if it comes down to something like that.
Maybe he's got sequins on the bottom
Maybe
of his
he did.
shoes.
He put some precious stones in the bottom of his shoes.
Don't push, don't push.
Because that's the third time he's nearly, that he has slipped in the ring.
And if he has a punch connected while he slips, that will count as a knockdown.
I don't think he's doing the smart thing here in round 6. But just got caught.
He's saying he slipped again. He's trying to tell that to all the judges, etc., and everybody at ringside.
I didn't buy it.
Morales picking up the intensity.
Well, you know what?
And fighting inside more.
But see what Raheem got confidence because he landed that shot, and now he's doing what he really shouldn't do, which is stand there and brawl.
Yeah.
He should take rounds from this guy.
What he needs to do is put in a quick call to Billy Conn in heaven.
Yeah.
That's long distance.
And have Billy tell him about what happened in the Joe Louis fight.
That's true.
Pretty good shot, that left hand, so much quick. So he's gotten confidence. That's what happens to you. And then you think.
Well, confidence is one thing. He needs it. But cockiness in there against Morales can kill you.
Oh, good right hand.
2 good right hands.
Look at that. There's something wrong in there. His shoes are just no good. They're not dealing with the ring moisture. There's a lot of writing in the ring, and when it gets wet, it gets slippery.
That's a hell of a thing to have to deal with right in the middle of a fight.
You know, because you don't want to think about that during the fight. You know, you've got one of the greatest champions in boxing history in front of you.
And I'll tell you what, whether you're slipping because of your shoes or whatever the fact may be, the fact that you're touching the canvas, it does something to your psyche.
And we've got to fight outside the ring.
That's okay. This is a good enough one inside the ring. I'll never understand why somebody will pay $300 and then watch two drunks fight up in the stands, you know, instead of 2 champions.
Good combinations there.
Point, Rich. Morales redeeming himself a little in this round.
Yes, he is.
He's getting what he wants out of the guy. That's what I'm trying to say.
That was a solid round for Erik Morales. Work his body, catch him with the right hand.
Let's go, Red.
They're giving him good advice in the corner.
I think, I didn't hear Raheem's corner, but I think they better tell him to get out of the hothouse and start fighting from the outside. I mean, he was winning rounds. There you go. That's what he should do right there.
Raheem, I don't think, fought a very intelligent round that last round after what he had done in the previous round.
Good body blow.
But Morales woke up.
Felix Trinidad, famous for getting knocked down and coming back and usually knocking you out. Sometimes you need a wake-up call.
Although I've got to tell you, win or lose, I don't like what I'm seeing from Erik Morales at 135.
No, he better reconsider if he is victorious. The Diego Corrales Castillo.
Oh my goodness. Fighting like this against Castillo could be deadly.
Or Corrales. Both extremely heavy-handed.
Pushing your way through 4 weight classes is very, very difficult. And we saw when Trinidad tried to go up and take on Bernard Hopkins or Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar looked like a little bitty guy in the ring trying to take on Bernard Hopkins.
That's a good point he did. At that point, when they matched up nose to nose, kind of went, uh-oh.
Now, Raheem's going to need to be a little busier here. He's got to remember that he is in, as Mario put it, Morales' hometown.
That's a nice right hand to Morales.
Pretty nice, but nice got him on the run.
Yes, he's being the aggressor, and that's the Morales you usually see.
Morales starting to connect to the body.
3 rounds later than what his corner was asking to originally.
Round 7 now, folks. Coming up on a minute left in round 7. Very interesting fight.
You know, Morales fights such quality opposition pretty much every time out, so you're going to have your off nights. But unfortunately, if you have a setback, it deters you from huge mega bout.
He might be losing this round, too.
Raheem doing less, though, in this round than he was doing in the earlier rounds. He's moved a little more, been a little more defensive.
Go over here.
Well, fatigue's will be a concern because, like I mentioned earlier, he averages 5 rounds per fight.
Yeah, you get booed sometimes for taking time off to tie your shoelaces, but nobody plans to have a shoelace come undone.
It's a tough crowd out.
They might pull some tape off your glove,
Right.
you know, every now and then by accident. On purpose, on accident. But not a shoelace.
Time in.
Okay, nice little rest there. 18 seconds left in the round. He's had trouble, Morales has had trouble finding this guy this round because he's doing a Pernell Whitaker on him.
Raheem is not throwing the number of jabs that he did earlier in the fight, though.
He got a sneaky uppercut in
You
there.
just got
Nice
hit
shot.
right there, hold his hands down. You don't want to do that against Morales. Moved right into round 8, fellas.
This fight is flying by.
Flying by and very close fight. And we'll see if Morales can get inside on this guy. And Raheem is, now he's coming out content to throw the jabs in the center of the ring. He was on his bicycle backwards last round.
Right, and I think this is what he needs to do more. Remember, he was avoiding the punches and Morales, just standing in front of him. He didn't have to run all over the ring. He was standing and jabbing and interrupting the fluidity of Morales just with the jab.
We've seen several different Raheems tonight, haven't we?
It's a good point. And sometimes that's by design. Give him a little different look here and there.
And sometimes you should pick a style and stick with it.
He can do all kinds of different things. There's a right hand that worked.
And that is what he should keep doing all night because he's been very effective with it since round 1.
Yes, we saw it from the very opening minute of the fight, the quickness. We said it early, that Erik looked slow compared to Zahir Raheem.
Raheem's having a good round 8 so far.
Yeah, he's gotten back to fighting his fight in this round.
Erik misses, and he lands a little short uppercut.
When he doubles and triples up on that jab, I think, though, that Raheem is the most effective. He really has an educated left hand.
Raheem taking command in this round.
You're right, Richard. He seems to have gotten a second win. He's very aggressive to come in this round. Nice body work by Raheem.
Good jab from Morales.
Big right just missing.
Morales needs to get busy in the last minute here because he's been outpointed in this round. A little low almost.
Where is the Erik Morales who has been so brilliant in his last several fights?
You gotta wonder if all these wars finally have taken their toll.
I think it's a matter of styles.
I think that's very likely.
Left hand.
The weight, he's never fought this heavy before.
And he didn't pick an easy opponent to try out this new weight class. Big round for Raheem so far.
Sure is. He's fought exactly the way he should fight. And Morales has got 15 seconds left to do something about it in this round. Can't find him.
Zahir Raheem is an overwhelming underdog who may be ahead on points.
Problem is, when he gets inside, he's not there.
I think the problem is getting inside
Right.
with that jab.
That jab.
Well, I have Zahir Raheem winning this fight 2/3 of the way through it.
Wouldn't that mess up the whole
That would throw a serious monkey wrench
into
in
everything
Mr. Aram's plans.
in the whole division? Round 9. Morales has some work to do. A very calm corner over there for Raheem.
They may have overstated it when they said told him he's throwing a shutout here tonight.
Raheem is some effective body punching. We're seeing the whole Raheem arsenal.
Yep.
Morales is trying to get to him right now. He's walking to him very quickly through a good right hand to the body. Erik is coming faster now.
He may sense what we sense, is that he's behind on points. Into round 9, Erik's trying to close the gap. Let's see if the championship pedigree that he's so famous for comes out here in these final rounds. He's going to have to impose his will upon this guy. And that's not going to do it there.
He has to dig down deep and get a little nasty with him. Because so far, his game plan has not been working.
He can do it. I've seen him fight that way. But, you know, you got to have two to tango that way. And Raheem is going to concentrate on not letting that happen. He seemed to me to lose kind of his game plan there for a couple of rounds, but the last couple of rounds, he's got it all back.
Exactly.
It's true. You're exactly right.
Awfully quiet crowd, guys.
Well, I think this crowd is concerned and as shocked as we are by what we're seeing.
Zahir Raheem has successfully done what very few opponents of Erik Morales have ever done, and that's take the crowd out of it.
And for the first 9 rounds, outboxed Erik Morales. We're dangerously close to needing a knockout from Morales if he wants to be victorious tonight.
Oh, 25 seconds left in the round.
Raheem may be dreaming of going on to finish Erik. With the success he's very accurate this round. His punches are sharp and they're landing.
Why does he get away from the right hands?
Well, gentlemen. Round 10, get down to serious business here. Morales looked a little tired in that corner, folks.
And his corner was mentioning it.
Don't know, sometimes you reach for that something extra and it's not there.
Well, we know it's not struggling to make the weight.
Nope, maybe too much weight. Has not looked like the Erik Morales we've come to know and love.
I thought I could tell by the second round that he was sluggish here at 134.
You're right, Rich.
I think he's still capable of, winning the fight, of pulling it out with a knockout. I mean, that's Erik Morales up there you're talking about. But you've got to remember that in the last year, one by one, we've seen many of boxing's icons
Take a turn
fall.
for this, that's right.
Roy Jones Jr., Mike Tyson, Kostya Tszyu, Felix Trinidad.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Could the same thing be happening tonight to Erik Morales?
What a shocker it would be. What a shock.
It's the year of the upset.
Morales, again, trying to launch an offensive. If anybody could pull something out like this, you'd think he would be the guy.
We've seen it before.
Zahir Raheem came ready to fight tonight. Peppering him with the jab.
That's about all he's thrown this whole round, too. It's pretty clear what he's trying to do. He's trying to avoid getting a big hit. And
I think he feels comfortable enough.
he might have it misread that he's way out in front from his corner. Very bad for corners to say that, I think, to tell somebody you're pitching a shutout.
No, I agree.
I don't need they don't think they needed to boost his confidence any because he's very confident. He was confident enough to wear a robe.
A king's robe into the ring with a
crown.
Good right hand
nice
from
right
Morales.
hand from Morales. Usually we'll see a 3-4 punch combination followed up after a connect like that. Not tonight.
Raheem looking like he pretty much feels he can win it with the jab at this point.
Yep. And not get hit.
You see a round like that, how will the judges score it? Will Erik get a benefit of the doubt here in Los Angeles?
In the close rounds, I found that the aggressor usually does.
I expect Raheem to spend the next 2 rounds doing just what he did.
If you fight this round like you did the last one, we're fine. Enter smartly, be smart.
Jab, this is a basic 1-2-3 combination guy. Right? 1-2-3 combination. Boom, 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 get out. All we got to do for the next 2 rounds, all right? Basic combination. We ain't got to do nothing fancy and pretty.
You're a boxer.
Let's go.
Well, you heard it, Rich. He said all you got to do the next 2 rounds is boom, boom, hit, get out. Boom, boom, hit, get out. See if Erik can solve this puzzle.
I would imagine that Manny Pacquiao is getting a little sick to his stomach right now.
He's got to be seriously concerned because
You know who's getting real excited is Juan Manuel Marquez.
Oh. Wonder how Barrera feels at the moment.
Jab, jab, jab. Erik, you got a jab too.
That was a nice stiff jab he throws.
He's going to turn this into a sparring session. That's what he's going to try to do.
There's a nice work by Raheem. Jab and move to the side. Then he did it again. Jab, move to the other side.
He takes direction from his corner well.
His trainer, Don House, must be given a lot of credit. Very good and underrated trainer, Don House.
Round 11, if you can believe it.
Although this is being met with fairly stony silence here at Staples Center in Los Angeles, except for that, I'd imagine there'd been huge cheers in Philadelphia tonight.
I like when Raheem tells him to come on and then he runs and pushes. Why doesn't Erik get dirty? Sometimes you got to just get in there and claw.
We know he's got it in him.
He is not going to get a decision going backwards and dancing in this fight tonight. It may be incorrect, but he's not going to get it here in LA. That's my opinion. He got hit one good time, and now he's really staying out of harm's way. That's the difficulty of judging the fight.
This is much like De La Hoya when he took the last couple rounds off because he felt he was ahead on the scorecards against Trinidad. Could we be seeing the same outcome?
Well, regardless, I mean, this is the most ineffective I've ever seen Erik Morales lose, including his 2 losses.
I agree with you, Rich. Hence the
Erik's challenging him. Erik's challenging him.
Look at him, he's throwing his glove out in front of him. Erik wants to launch that right hand so bad.
And he snuck through with a hook. There was a left hook that got in there between them.
Got him in the corner.
Morales is saying, come on, let's fight. Will he call that a knockdown? No. That could have made a major difference in the scoring. Although Morales appears to be winning this round.
We've seen him slip so many times now.
Nice right hand.
Good right hand.
That could have been called a knockdown.
Did his glove touch?
Raheem's glove touched the canvas.
Then that could have been.
That was a knockdown. His glove touched the
But
ground.
are they counting it as a knockdown?
They're not counting it as a knockdown. John Shorley would have had to call it at the time. So what you're likely to get there is a 10-9 score for Morales instead of a 10-8.
Which could be a huge factor at the end of the fight.
And Morales is working his way back into the fight. Now there's a right hand, and there's the glove on the ground.
Clearly touched. That is a knockdown, gentlemen. That should have been called.
It's not a great knockdown, but there is definitely a punch, and his glove hits the canvas.
Knockdown nonetheless. Oh, that was a solid connection.
His glove hit the canvas. It's a shame. Sometimes we get outside of Vegas. It was a knockdown. Sometimes we get outside of Vegas. Referees miss things.
I got you.
It's your game.
Estuvo moviéndose, balanceándose, para que saque un buen derechazo. Vámonos.
Can Erik Morales, who
Round
has
12.
been to the wars so many times, pull one out? There's 12,000 fans here at Staples Center who think that he can pull it off.
3 more minutes. Will it be glory for the underdog?
Let's see if Raheem has that championship quality in him.
Zahir Raheem in the red trunks, hoping to shock the boxing world and the thousands of fans here in Los Angeles. One more round.
Raheem should be putting that jab out right now and trying and not let Erik Morales get started with momentum. But he has not even thrown a single jab. There it is, the first time that he threw a punch.
The judges are not going to be happy with the backpedaling.
No, they're not.
Raheem should be throwing that jab, not letting Morales get started.
It has not been a thing of beauty.
The crowd has come alive.
If Morales doesn't pull this out, shockwaves and confusion will erupt. All the plans for what's supposed to happen down the road as Raheem steps into the picture.
Faking the looping right, coming up with a sneaky left-handed uppercut.
Raheem continues to go backwards.
I can't tell you how many times this week I was telling people Zahir Raheem is a good fighter. He's a live underdog, and people didn't believe me. people will believe after tonight, no matter what the decision is. This is a quality fighter.
Morales looks slow.
Nice combination by Raheem, too.
Yes.
Not going out quietly. All the momentum Morales had, he's losing it quickly.
Maybe he's gassed at this point. 1 minute left. He's got to do something in the last minute. His father looking on, gravely concerned. His mother got up and left the arena. His brother's still here ringside. Seconds ticking away. Got to come forward. Morales got to come forward and chase him down if need be. Raheem hasn't done much the last 3 rounds. I don't know if he thought he was ahead by 6-3, 7-2, or whatever.
Morales not fighting like a man who needs this round.
I would say this is probably the worst fight of Erik Morales' career, no matter what the decision is.
Bold statement, but I think it's true.
10 seconds. That's an ugly round. Terribly disappointing 12th round. Ugly.
Ugly round, ugly fight for the most part for Erik Morales.
And Zahir Raheem feels he's pulled off the amazing underdog upset.
Depends on how you want to score it.
Al Stanky lifts up Morales and he's going to get carried around the arena.
We are waiting for the decision. It's going to be interesting. Rich, you're exactly right. Worst performance of his career, but sometimes it depends on who you're fighting.
Well, I think we've got some split opinion. I've just been getting opinion here at ringside.
I told you it was going to be easy, man.
But it's up to the judges. Zahir Raheem has put his crown back on.
Yeah, we got a lot of different opinions back here. We got Raheem winning in the LA Times by 1 point. And then I heard another writer saying, well, I think that he ran the last 3 rounds, so I have it going Morales. We will soon know.
See y'all, baby. Love you.
Let's go to Michael Buffer.
Center we go to the judges' scorecards. Julie Letterman scores at 118 to 110. Dr. James Jankin, 116 to 112. Raul Calle Sr., 115 to 113. All to the winner by unanimous decision. Zahir King Raheem.
Oh, my goodness. Upset of biblical proportions here, folks.
And it just hit Zahir Raheem. Look at that emotion. I had it 115, 113 for Zahir Raheem.
Look at the emotion. The king. There's a new king. Long live the king.